Get ready to be amazed.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the moss room. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost some money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.
faster.
I don't wanna see you while you fall apart. Even though you told me to get back your heart, I still spin inside your orbit. Yeah. You say that I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, 'cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. Just my luck, put me away. You understand? There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand, call my name. You understand? I wanna stay, 'cause I don't wanna walk away. 'Cause I don't wanna walk away. 'Cause I don't wanna walk away. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. That's my luck. Let me away. You understand? There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand. I wanna leave. You understand? I wanna stay. 'Cause I don't wanna walk away. I wanna see you while you fall apart. Even though you told me to get back your heart, still spinning inside your orbit. I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, 'cause I'm floating in your orbit. Pull me back, take my hand, call my name. You understand? I wanna stay, 'cause I don't wanna walk away. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. That's my luck. Put me away. You understand? There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand. I wanna leave. You understand? I wanna stay. 'Cause I don't wanna walk away. Pull me back, take my hand, call my name. You understand? I wanna stay. 'Cause I don't wanna walk away.
road to that. Elegance is never as simple.
Cause I've got a fire deep within, it's a strong desire to touch the sky and take flight. I'm gonna take the world cause it's mine. I want it all. Touch the sky, take flight. When I see you there, and my heart goes blind. When I see
A new world is dawning.
Soon you'll see me.
Rising with each beat of the music is bringing. We're flames in the fire that keeps burning. We're inviting the night in. Welcome, my heart so full. I'm devoting myself to the night. There's no motive. We're just listening. We're existing.
Is this what giving up feels like? I don't know. Tell me, have I lost my mind? Where to go? So far from home. Is this what giving up feels like? I don't know. Tell me, have I lost my mind? So I break these walls and hold my head up high, and I step my ground until the day I die. As the rain falls down, there's no more tears to cry, So I break these walls and hold my head up high. No, I'm not giving in. No, I'm not giving in.
I live in the shadows.
Nothing to brag about. Stronger.
Need a helping hand? The guy's on the way.
Shush! Target in sight.
I'm here only because your stare won't ever let me go. I'm here only cause I'm aware with you is better than all alone. Oh, 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 say what you're dying to say. No, 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 no. Oh, oh, tonight we're stars but we'll fade away. Go on, light me up. Oh, go on, light me up while we're golden. Come on, light me up. Oh, come on, light me up before we come down. Stars will always come down. So before
find my way back to you. I'm lost again. I don't wanna run from all of this. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. So break me. I'm falling hard, don't help me. I've been
Do you know what loneliness is?
You can't run.
Entombed in my mind, can't seem to break away. Lost in time, thinking about better days. Do you ever get used to the pain? 'Cause I don't know if I can do this again. Now you got me wondering why you let me die alone inside. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Lullabies of you still in my head. Bloodshot eyes, can't sleep, I'm rotting in my bed. Even the drugs don't faze me. I don't think you understand. I gave you everything I had when the shit go wrong, and now you got me wondering why you let me die alone inside. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. I died for
As long as my mind is free.
I've been trying to fight the demons in my mind. I'll prevail with every battle if I'm right. Guess my aim was off, the target's out of sight. Would I be better if I left it all behind? 'Cause we could find a way. We could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way. We could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way. We could find a way. We could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We can find a way. We could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a Just take my hand. We'll leave this place behind. No second chance. I know there's more to find. 'Cause we could find a way. We could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way. We could find a way. We could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We can find a way. We could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way. We could find a way.
Tears are badges for the
I can handle that.
Let me harness you.
Never minded, never taking whatever you told me. I know what I could be.
Nothing to
This sword is a gift.
Making emotions pain what you made me.
sun.
The best comes with surprise. This sword is a
What do you feel? Nothing.
what is emphasis. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he goes mean. He gets cause real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score. Never getting bored, lots of blood and gold. Always wanting more, freedom from the source. They don't really listen until they feel the force of thought in. If you start shit, you be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You be chewed up and discarded.
And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
There's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
There's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
connection falls apart. Guess it's been too many years since California. Now the memories of us is all I have. See, one day I'm gonna reach ya, take a plane for many miles. We pretend that time didn't pass us by when we're on Mulholland Drive. I know it won't be long before dawn. Gotta be patient for a while. Someday we'll look at stars in this same sky. When I'm on the other side. Take me back to the life that we once knew, when the walls weren't closing in like they are now. Cause it's been too many years since California. I wish I could get there, I don't know how. See, one day I'm gonna reach ya, take a plane for many miles. We pretend that time didn't pass us by